Hi everyone, Diana Isaacs here. I'm an endocrine pharmacist and a certified diabetes care and education specialist. And in this video, I want to talk about inhaled insulin and specifically how are you going to go about taking it, right? So with inhaled insulin, we have this inhaler and they actually provide one every 15 days. So you get two a month. So you don't have to worry about like cleaning and sanitizing and all of that stuff. And then we also have cartridges. So you're going to have cartridges. You actually have cartridge options of 4, 8, and 12 unit doses. And this is a demo one, but this is the size of it. This is what it looks like. So I thought in this video, what would be good is to demonstrate, well, how do you go about actually inhaling your insulin? And I want you to see that it's like a very quick and easy thing. And really, the size of the inhaler is so tiny that it's just really easy to carry in your pocket, to carry around. It's much less cumbersome than injections. At least I think so, where you got to attach your needle and then you've got to prepare the site and give the injection and kind of figure out where are you going to dispose of these needles and everything. So I think very, very easy to use. You might be thinking, wait, it comes in 4, 8, and 12 unit increments. What if I only need 2 units? Like, what if I don't need that much insulin? So, one of the things to know is that inhaled insulin is dosed a little bit differently. And typically, the doses required are about 2 to 3 times more than your injectable dose. So that's good news if you're on small doses that you're most likely for most people that 4 unit cartridge is going to be just fine for them. So that is good to know. We usually start it about 1.5 times your original dose just because we don't want to risk that you get too much. But we do know that most people need about that 2 to 3 times. So knowing that is helpful so you know what to expect and you're not like, oh my goodness, why am I on so much more than I was before, right? All right, so let's talk about how we're going to go ahead and use this. So I already removed the mouthpiece. One of the things to know is that, so you're going to generally want to keep this, level like that. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to fill up our cartridge. So the cartridge, there's only one way that the cartridge can go. So you don't have to worry about messing that up. So it's going to go in like this. See if I were to try to like put it in a different way, it's not going to go. So one way, so that's easy. You're going to go ahead and press this down. And then now this is ready to use. This is a dry powder, and I have learned the hard way that you should not shake it because it's a powder. If you start shaking it, the powder could go everywhere. So don't be like me and don't shake it. Yeah, you definitely don't want to shake it. So how are you going to use this? Very, very simple. In general, we want to go ahead, take a breath in and then breathe out so that we don't have air in our lungs already. We're going to go ahead and breathe this in. And typically what you want to go ahead and do is just keep this slightly down when it's up to your mouth. And then you want to try to inhale for about 3 seconds if you can. And then once you've inhaled, you're going to go ahead, you'll hold it in for a couple seconds or as long as comfortable. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to exhale. So what that would look like is my cartridge is already in and everything. And that's it. I've done it, right? That was so quick and easy. Now it comes in the 4, the 8, and the 12 unit cartridges. So let's just say I need a larger dose. Let's say I need 20 units. No problem. You would go ahead, you would do your first one, you do that 12 unit, and then you take it out, and then you could go ahead and put in an 8 unit. So you can get variety packs if you want a mix of doses of the 4, 8, and 12. Or if you just need higher doses, you can get all 12s. If you just need lower doses, you can get the 4 unit. So you have that option when it is being prescribed and it's being ordered. When you are done, you'll go ahead and you'll just close this. You can put this down. The cartridges can actually just be thrown in the regular trash and everything. And then next, let's just talk about the storage of this. So how are we going to go about and store everything? So you're going to go ahead and inhaler is going to be good for 15 days, and this can just stay at room temperature. If you have unopened cartridges, and it's in its original sealed foiled pack, similar to if you had extra insulin pens or extra insulin vials, we would recommend that you just go ahead and keep those in the refrigerator until you're ready to use it. In general, insulin, we want it to be at room temperature. So if it is in the refrigerator, just try to go ahead and take it out about 20 minutes before you're ready to use it. Just make sure it is at room temperature. And then if you do, a lot of people will carry around these cartridges. If they are open, then you want to try to go ahead and use those within 3 days. If they're still sealed, though, like they're in their original sealed, using those within 10 days is what you want to go ahead and do. Most people will just go ahead and take the amount that they need for the current day or the next few days. And then one other thing to keep in mind with inhaled insulin is that because it works so quickly and it wears off so quickly, this is a great opportunity for wearing a continuous glucose monitor and paying attention. And hey, if your blood sugar is elevated an hour or two after you've taken that dose, it is actually safe to go ahead and give more by that point because most of it is out of the system. And I would say the people that do the best are wearing CGM, or they're monitoring their blood sugars pretty closely with finger sticks. And they're not afraid to go ahead and say, hey, my blood sugar, maybe I ate a little bit more than expected at this meal. It was a higher fat meal. And they're not afraid to say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give a little bit more based on their dosing. So I hope this video was helpful, and thanks for tuning in.